We'd like to start with a thank you. With the immediate family, we have 6 daughters and their spouses, please. They come out first, I'll be our first row.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
Nancy, siblings and their families, come out, please. Siblings, please. Okay, then we have grandchildren, nieces and nephews, please. So as you fill in the roll, please don't get all the empty rows and all that stuff. So if you have enough seats for everyone, we make sure that so there, that's not roll, please. And we'll come at the end, please, Steve. Folks can make your way down the aisle. Please speak and see empty, please. Any other family? Please come in. Find any other family. Keep your best close to 9, please. We have lots of space left, so come on in, please, if you would. Either door. Actually, probably better that door. You can make that way from right to that door. Just make your way across, please. Fill all fill it, please. Thank you. Make that mic.
I think we're going to make it. Go back home.
Just put that over, please. Thank you. Get my phone ready. Start that. Still work, right? Yep. Yes. Introduction, so that was really good. Basic goods. Thank you all. Before our service goes, if you have a cell phone, please have the time. Our service for the staff will be turned on, so we want to thank the professor, the song, thank you, God, and thank you. Open up the you. So just give me that word now, so I speak with one of us. Well, here's the phone, if you like, if not, you can see the microphone, so you can speak on the same. And then you measure to us. So our song, our first Thursday with song, Amazing Grace by Ann James.
that? Okay, cool.
I can't tell you what the other. Go ahead.
It's on Spotify. Can you do that on Spotify?
The phone issue that's working out. Okay, let's fix. Okay, gotcha. This is gonna be. So there it's out now. Let's do it. There you go.
I got an answer to my phone.
That's not my phone. You should.
Oh, baby, praise how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now found. Was mine, but now I see was grace that taught my heart to be, and grace my fears relieved. How precious is that grace of me. The hour I first believed. The sun
thought to myself, how can I possibly put into words what my mom meant to me and how much it means to all our family and friends. So I'm going to do my best. My mom grew up the oldest of four in Greensboro, Pennsylvania. I loved hearing her memories. She shared about spending time with my parents as a young child and how her grandmother was fantastic at cooking. She obviously passed down those genes too, thanks to my grandma Amy from Tulsa, Oklahoma, who was also a fantastic cook. Sadly, my mom's dad passed away when my mom was just a teenager at the age of 7. She was 17. She spoke proudly of him. When I was going through growing, I came up with a little book that she had gifted him on Father's Day in 1947 when she was 10 years old. It was actually a Mason's handbook. I didn't know what it was when I got it, but I had to research a little bit. But it obviously was a package she felt very good with her. I'm raised 6 wonderful daughters. Yes, I feel I can speak to that. I know she was proud of each and every one of us. She taught us respect, kindness, and that hard work pays off, and most of all, she taught us to persevere through difficult times. Mom loved her family unconditionally. Not once my whole life did I ever feel or second guess the love my mom had for me. Even when I was a troubled teenager, she had many reasons not to love me. In fact, as far as I'm concerned, I am the jackpot myself. When I was younger, people would often tell me that I looked like her, I sounded like her, and I even had the same mannerisms that she had. It used to kind of make me mad, and I used to say, no, I didn't. But now that time has passed, and I'm older and wiser, those comments are a true honor. Mom was one of the strongest and hardest working people that I've ever known. She at times worked with 3 jobs, and I know she had to be exhausted, but she did this because she loved us and cared for us. She was strict. She had to be. We had rotating chore lists, and there were expectations that if your name was on the list, you got to make the chores done when she got home. If you didn't, you knew about it when you went home. We did give her the nickname of Sarge when we were younger. I remember one year, all us girls put our allowance together, and we bought her a shirt, actually a red jersey with the name Sarge on the back of it. She wore it proudly. She knew that she was tough, and we had great respect for her, even though we thought it was funny to call her Sarge. She taught us to be responsible and accountable at a young age, one of the many life lessons I'm most grateful for. And changing the subject a little bit, I have to go to the camping trips. When we were young, we can't go without mention the annual Memorial Day, 4th of July, and Labor Day camping trips. We would sometimes go for as long as 2 weeks in the summer. I look back and think, wow, that took some major planning and organizing to take 6
I think
kids
they
on a
might
camping
needs
trip
to
in a
move up a
camper
little bit. It's like
gas
raining.
station wagon.
You can hear it raining.
I remember her cooking her famous spaghetti sauce that she would freeze and take with us. Lighting bonfires in the s'mores, the homemade pies over the fire, the hot dogs over the fire, and of course the portable toilet, but I'll just leave it at that. She adored her grandchildren and great grandchildren. They were the life of her life. She looked forward to and loved receiving updated pictures and always welcomed a silly FaceTime call. Yeah, she was pretty tech savvy. When you needed it, she knew how to FaceTime. Her favorite things, though, were when everybody was together for parties, events, and gatherings, where she could spend face-to-face time with them. I was sorting through some drawers in her apartment and found a bunch, and I mean a bunch, of several years worth of Christmas card pictures that she had gotten from grandkids and great-grandkids. Yes, she loved her grandchildren and great-grandchildren with all her heart. She loved baseball and college basketball, which is for the New York Yankees and the Yankees. Though she quickly became a
I think
fan
if you look at that microphone like right here,
she loved watching the
and
games
then
and the
from
players and
that way,
coaches. Yeah, which was
like
pretty amazing.
things.
She loved the beach, and she also loved the margarita. And most recently, a moose cut. She loved the warm weather and sun. Many times when I would call her on the way home from lunch, she'd wait outside on the porch or in front of her apartment, soaking up the warmth and sunshine. Speaking of those phone calls, my drives to work are very different now. Much longer, much quieter. I know they are for you too, Renee. It was most mornings on my way to work. I would make a quick phone call to check in with mom, and that is just what it was. A quick call. We would talk about our plans for the day, the weather, the news, and whatever else was on our minds. She would be drinking her coffee and watching the Today Show. The weekend phone calls were also funny at times. I would call and I'd say, "Hi, Mom. What you up to?" And she would reply, "Oh my gosh, I've been on the phone all morning with all of you, with all of your sisters." You see, Mom had a routine, and well, if she spent a couple hours on the phone with them, she wasn't getting her other things done. So I would just laugh at her and I'd say, "That's okay." What was I tell you about here? Um, so anyway, she had kind of a routine, and I would just kind of laugh at her and say, "Well, that's what you get for having six daughters that love you." She would jump up and say, "Ha ha, you're hysterical." Mom was a friend to many. She had many longtime friends, and over the past 9 years in Raleigh, she made many new friends who she adored and many who never met. I had the opportunity to talk with a few of them after Mom passed, and the conversations and comments were all very similar. Here are some of them I'd like to share. "Your mom was a special friend to me. I will miss her terribly. She loved you girls. She was tough and had opinions, but that's what I loved about her. She put a lot of thought into what she said during conversations, and when she made up her mind about something, she stuck to it, even if others didn't agree. I, I appreciated her level-headedness approach to life in general, a quality which is rare these days. Mom loved the holidays and the family gatherings, especially Thanksgiving and Christmas. Her stuffing and apple pie were the best. I remember her cooking several Thanksgiving feasts when we were kids. She would invite our aunts, uncles, and cousins. It would be a house full, but Mom always handled it with grace. Over the past several years, Renee, Julie, Mom, and I would start planning our Thanksgiving dinner, usually around late October or so. We'd rotate who would host, and then we'd all discuss the menu and figure out who's responsible for what. I'm not sure how that's going to work out this year, but I'm hoping that we can continue to do that tradition together. That's certainly what she would want. Mom loved decorating for Christmas. Even though she had a small apartment, she insisted on having a 7-foot, fully decorated tree. And I have to admit, it was always fabulous. We donated her tree to be put in the lobby of her apartment building each year as a small way to keep remembered about her Christmas with her friends or by name. Who would have thought last year would be our last Christmas together? That one was memorable for sure. Mom had COVID, and we didn't get to see her on Christmas Day, which broke all of our hearts. But we all celebrated the following week. When I asked her what she wanted for Christmas, she had mentioned that she had seen a red coat on an old Navy website. It was just a basic car coat, but Mom loved red, and red was her color. So I got online, I found the coat, and that was one of the gifts. And I remember her trying it on, and she loved it. And I have a picture of her in that coat, and I think it was actually up here today. A nice memory that I'll always cherish. After Mom moved to North Carolina, we also started an annual Christmas cookie baking day. I have a lot of fond memories of Pastor Williams with Mom, Renee, Caitlin, and Julie, and the others that may have helped me over the last few years. We baked at mimosas, had appetizers guys would exchange cookies, always in a big little torches. Mom loved joining in on her cousin's family reunions the past couple of years. There was a lot of takeout that we've heard in the last few years. The one in Ohio and most of them because we couldn't have them all. It was our time together, and oh, how she loved those reunions. She would talk about them for weeks after. She was the real backbone of the family, and her cousins cherished all the stories she loved to share. Even over the last 3 years, when Mom was healthy and she thought about every one of these days today, because knowing they won't be now is more difficult. A little side note, this woman made her bed and did her laundry every single day. I know that there's days where you just get up and make your bed and say, I have to do some sort of laundry. She's very particular about her home. Last year, the washer broke and we all pitched in and bought her a new one. She talked about how much she loved that washer for months. It was her first washer without an agitator. And she said it did such a great job washing her clothes and made me smile. Think about that for a minute. How many of us get excited about a washing machine? Mom was that person who treasured and appreciated the simple things in life. Just one more attribute that made her so special. One last story that I'd like to share. I went to look for a birthday card for Mom for her birthday this year. Her birthday was in August. The first card I picked up was completely what I thought it was. I read the front and then the inside. It was, in my mind, the perfect card for my mom. And I can't take any credit for this, but I am going to tell you what it said. It said, Mom, I should tell you more often how much I love you and how lucky I am to be your daughter. So much that is good about my life comes from having a mom who cared deeply enough to raise me right when she was loved. Who gave me that grown things away and years of wisdom. A big difference in my life. I love you, Mom. And how I had cards with especially things big different. After she opened the card and read it, I told her that I thought what was important. She smiled and thanked me, and we had a great day celebrating her birthday at a restaurant that she chose with one of her friend's sons over that she had told me about numerous times, but we had just never gotten there. So when I asked her if she wanted to go, she mentioned that's where we met. So I'm so glad we did. It was a little restaurant called Northside Bistro. Not super fancy, but the meal was good, the dessert was good, the company was good, and we all had coffee on that margarita, if I'm not mistaken, that day. We celebrated together with really good cake and myself. She was too full for dessert,
Yeah, almost, well, you got myself see that. So,
Oh, I thought we were just my two sons with getting my wings.
then I think they got it.
Okay. When was that? Oh, okay.
She was truly the greatest mom of all time. Words often fail us at a time of loss. How I describe somebody as wonderful as our mom, you really can't even share that words. As we go about our days, we often do things repetitively. One thing I did was call my mom every morning and every evening on my way to and from work. If she
Just
didn't
that
have
person
me,
step down.
she would text the call to make sure I was okay.
Like when you was on that, I mean, you made your life work.
I was checking on her every day she was checking on me at the same time. I would sometimes get the traffic report from her telling me I needed to take a different route to work. We'd talk about our days, important news stories, my kids. She'd listen to me tell me some about the crazy drivers on the road. And we ended every call with a have a good day, have a good night, and then I love you. I would miss those phone calls, and would probably miss those more than anything. My mom was truly my best friend. She understood me. When I had something to celebrate, she celebrated with me. When I was upset or sad, she listened and sometimes cried with me, but she always knew how to make me feel better. Mom spoke the truth, and she put me in my place when I needed to be put there. She was real, she was honest. She had a way of making me feel like I'd always be okay. Her unwavering love will forever be missed. My kids will miss their grand, or Grammy, as they called her when they were younger. Mom truly helped me raise my kids. Mom and Andrew had the most beautiful bond. When she retired, she took him to school while our house was being built so that he could start the new school year at his new school. When we moved into the house, she got him ready every single day for school and waited for the bus to drop him off at the end of the day. Of course, there was always a snack waiting for Andrew when he got home. Graham loved cooking, and one thing that she and Andrew did every year was make applesauce after our annual trip to Thompson's Orchard. Andrew was so excited the year that Graham let him use that on the table by himself. It was a rite of passage in his eyes. Andrew was obsessed with Thomas Tank Engine when he was a toddler. One year, Thomas came to Portland. So a few days that week, Graham and Andrew went to Portland to see Thomas.
And of course, there was definitely a snack in the car with them. There are so many memories that I could share, but these are just a few that really came to my mind as something truly special. When I found out I was expecting Caitlin, Mom cried tears of joy. She was so excited to have yet another grandchild coming into the world. Caitlin and Grammy also formed a very special relationship. Grammy took Caitlin to preschool every day, and when we were going through Mom's things, I found the cutest card that Caitlin had made at preschool when Mom was moving to Syracuse. When Mom moved to North Carolina, she took on the role of helping me get Caitlin to gymnastics. She taught Caitlin how to bake. They spent time together. Sometimes she'd have to help her reorganize a cabinet or two. They'd have girls' days and go to lunch. So many memories forever ingrained in our hearts. We took Mom on trips to Disney World with us so she could enjoy the kids seeing Mickey and Minnie for the first time. We took trips to the beaches in North and South Carolina. Mom loved the ocean and would just sit and enjoy the breeze, the sun, and her grandchildren. Mom loved all of her grandchildren and great-grandchildren. She was so proud of every single one of them. She would always brag about them. High school and college graduations, new jobs, new relationships, new homes, you name it, she was telling me about it. Pictures on Facebook and photo books that were sent, those were her real bragging moments. When Mom's first grandson was born, she was elated. Cullen was definitely the king of the hill.
After being a mom to 6 girls, she finally got a boy. Mom once told me that she didn't think she could love anyone as much as her children until she had grandchildren and great-grandchildren. On our recent trip up here in July, Mom truly enjoyed herself. The trip was something that Michael had requested for his birthday, and he wanted to make sure that Mom was able to visit her family. We had no idea how special that trip would really be. Mom stayed with Andy and Eric and was waited on hand and foot, which she absolutely loved. Andy, being known as the mayor of Elmira, knew everyone and everything, so she filled Mom in, and Mom loved it. She loved having her coffee brought to her by Josh each morning so that she wouldn't spill it. She sat on Lynn's patio as we enjoyed meals together, and we all took in the beauty of upstate New York, the place that she always called home. We went to Lori's, and again, she loved having coffee on the porch so that she could look out at the geese on the pond, those crazy geese. We got to see Lucy and Jen and took 4-generation pictures, not realizing that would be the last time that we would have those with Mom. When Mom first had her stroke, we realized it actually created a truth serum. Anytime I visited, I talked to Mom a lot. I would ask her about people, names, I'd show her pictures, and have her tell me who was in the pictures, made her sing songs. I guess she thought I was being bossy because she started calling me the boss. One day I asked her about my dogs, and when I mentioned Ranger, she scrunched up her face and said, "Dumb dog, stupid." I never knew how she felt about him. It was really funny, and we would frequently ask her about him just so that we could see her make that face again. We found ways to laugh during a really difficult time. Mom would sometimes just randomly start saying her ABCs or counting. It was her way of letting us know she was still there. It was funny and sad at the same time. She didn't forget anything. I told her one day that I was taking Caitlin school shopping. The next time I saw her at the hospital, she wanted to know what we bought. She wanted to know everything. Caitlin missed out on her first day of school text from her gram this year, the first of many firsts that we have to get through. Andrew and Haley were with Graham to feed her her last breakfast. She didn't eat, but they helped her drink some orange juice. She was very sleepy that day, didn't want lunch, but I made her get dinner. Her last meal was mashed potatoes, orange sherbet, and chocolate ice cream. Not a bad last meal, but again, we didn't know it would be her last. I'm grateful I was there with her. We had her breakfast all picked out for the next morning, and I was going to order it before I left home so it would be there shortly after I arrived, but things didn't go as planned. I still have that list in my phone. I will cherish it forever, as it was truly my last conversation with her. Mom welcomed everyone into her life with open arms. We have friends who considered her a second mom, and she in turn considered them her daughters. Wendy called herself Mom's 7th daughter. Julie and her family were our family, and will continue to be our family. Julie held vigil with us at Mom's bedside. I'll forever be thankful for that time. Julie's husband, Scott, called me last week to talk and share his condolences, and he told me this story about my mom. I think it sums her up perfectly. Julie met Scott at college and brought him home to meet everyone. Scott said everyone gave him the typical, "I'm not sure about you. We need to decide if you're right for her." Scott said when he met Mom, she welcomed him with open arms and said, "If Julie loves you, then I love you." He said she was the only person who did that to him. Mom, we never wanted this day to come. You were so beautiful and peaceful as you took your last breath. All of your girls were there, surrounding you with love. We held your hand. We played your favorite Engelbert Humperdinck songs and sang to you and told you how very much we loved you. You were our angel on earth, and now you fly high with family and friends. We didn't want to let you go, but there were other plans.
Mom, you told me on our way home from our trip up here in July that it was your final farewell to New York. But here we are giving you your final farewell. It's your curtain call. Rest easy, Mom. I know you will continue to love us more each day because a mother's love never ends. And our love for you will never end. I'd like my niece Ashley to come up.
Oh, all right, let me get my composure for a second. And I'm the granddaughter, so I'm reading from my phone. I didn't print anything off. Oh. So I was telling my mom earlier today that even though I know that we're all here and a lot of us are in shock and saddened that my grandmother's not here with us, we're here to celebrate her life. I am in awe and not surprised that so many people made the effort to be here today. To honor my grandmother. Some of us know her as Nance or Nancy, or Grandma or Gram, or Grammy, Caitlin. It is no surprise that so many people loved her, and I know that she is watching this right now, smiling down, seeing everyone together. I've asked myself over and over, how do you pay tribute to a woman like my grandmother? There are no words great enough to express how losing her has broken our hearts. I can't see. She had a way of bringing perspective into every conversation. With her wisdom, with her experience, and her strength, she also never wavered in keeping us all in line, and she loved her people unconditionally. Family and friends meant everything to Gram. She raised 6 daughters who, whether they like it or not, are all a little bit like her in their own way. From the infamous cackle to the cleanliness and the bargain shopping, each of you has a part of her in you. She left a legacy of 11 grandchildren and 9 great-grandchildren. My daughter was her 9th great-grandchild, and she's there in the back, and she didn't get to meet her. But I'm grateful because Graham knew how to text, and I have text messages on my phone of her and I after she was born, and I'm able to save those and keep them in my memory. And I kept sending her pictures and pictures, and Harper was born in July, so it wasn't a lot, but instead of going down that rabbit hole of being super sad that they never met, I'm super grateful that I know that she at least knew that she was here and was so proud, just like she was with all of her great-grandchildren and grandchildren. For me, Graham was a huge part of my childhood, from watching me perform at my gymnastics competitions to taking care of me many times when I was sick and couldn't go to school. I just remember being at Grandma's anytime I had the flu. In adulthood, we got even closer, especially the last 5 years. She held space for me with support and advice when I went through hardships and celebrated with me when I had major wins. She was always on the other side of the phone, sometimes for hours when I was driving back and forth from Virginia to Indiana to listen to my newest story about Jason. COVID kept us apart, but that didn't stop us from talking regularly. She was a firm believer in second chances in life and gave some of the best advice when I needed it most. That's what I'll miss most about her ability to remind me that everything is going to be okay, and that holding on to resentment helps no one, and that forgiveness gets you through. I could tell so many stories today, like the time that Graham got stuck in the stall in TJ Maxx. We were in the bathroom, and she said, "Ash?" I'm like, "Yeah?" This was not that long ago. She starts laughing hysterically, and I'm like, "What's wrong?" And she's like, "I think I'm stuck." I'm like, "What do you mean stuck? Like, are you in the toilet stuck? Are you stuck in the stall?" Needless to say, we were laughing so hard, it took us forever to get her out of there because we couldn't stop laughing. I had to bust open the door and help her get up. Or the time that my brother and I accidentally drank all of her electric lemonade when we were just preteens. I think I was like 11 or 12. She had a few choice words for us that day. She had a great ability to laugh at herself and to eventually look back and laugh about the things that once made her mad. I don't think I'll ever forget those little moments I had with her throughout my life, and what I want to leave with you today is a poem that Graham copied into my graduation card in 2009. If she were here right now, I think that she would agree that each of these sentiments in the poem applies to everyone in all stages and walks of life, and it perfectly sums up the advice and wisdom that I gained from her. Bear with me because sometimes her handwriting is kind of hard to read. She said, "I found this poem, so I thought I would share it with you as you move forward in life. I've traveled paths you've yet to walk, learned lessons old and new, and now this wisdom of my life I'm blessed to share with you. Let kindness spread like sunshine, embrace those who are sad, respect their dignity, give them joy, and leave them feeling glad. Forgive those who might have hurt you, and though you have your pride, listen closely to their viewpoints, try to see the other side. Walk softly when you're angry, try not to take offense, invoke your sense of humor, laughter's power is immense. Express what you are feeling, your beliefs you should uphold. Don't shy away from what is right, be courageous and be bold. Keep hope right in your pocket, it will guide you day to day. Take it out when it is needed, when it is near, you'll find a way. Remember friends and family, of which you are a precious gift. Love deeply and love truly, give freely from your heart. The world is far from perfect. There's conflict and there's strife, but you still can make a difference by how you live your life. And so I'm very blessed to know the words, the wonders you will do because you are my granddaughter and I believe in you. Graham, you will be greatly missed. Watch over all of us as we continue on without you. But thank you for being the absolute best grandmother, confidant, and friend. You forever left an imprint in so many people's lives, and your legacy will carry on for many years to come. Love you.
Okay, is anyone else who would like to share a short story? You can come to the podium if you'd like, or you can speak from your seat. If you're speaking from your seat, just raise your hand and I'll come and see you. It just takes one to get things started. So does anyone want to share a story or two? Okay, last call for a story or two. All right. So we're going to continue with the second song, and it's Bette Midler, Wind Beneath My Wings.
It must have been cold there in my shadow.
Fisher's right on cue, isn't it? We are going to have one final song, We Are Family, but before we hear that, I would like to just finish the service tonight by reading the poem that's on the prayer card that's out by those doors as you came through. As you came through, if you didn't grab a card, the cards are there. Also, if you didn't have a chance to sign the guest book, please take a moment so everybody knows you're here tonight, the family knows you're here. So on the prayer card, it's Afterglow. I'd like the memory of me to be a happy one. I'd like to leave an afterglow of smiles when life is done. I'd like to leave an echo whispering softly down the ways of happy times and laughing times and bright and sunny days. I'd like the tears of those who grieve to dry before the sun of happy memories that I leave when life is done. So our final song this evening is We Are Family. And the whole time I sat here, I kept just looking at the little border over there that has that on there. So as we play this song, it's your cue to get up and visit and share and sing along if you want. Thank you all. We Are Family, our closing song.
Say